Hello, everyone. It's Mindy. It's Tuesday, Wednesday for you. I've been busy today already, trying to get a lot of things done, get videos recorded, get things edited and uploaded. You know how life goes. That's what I do, right? It's what I do. Um, I, whew, let's just back up the train a little bit. As you can see, I am still working on my Chuck Pinson. No, it is not finished. Nope, it's not. Okay, this has got to go somewhere. Hang on. Trying to get myself organized here. Let's just pick us a color. I don't know what I want to work on. Let's just pick a color. Let's pick 4. I don't know. I just see a lot of 4s. Let's just grab the 4s. Okay. I've worked and worked and worked. I've tried to get this thing finished before the end of the month. Clearly, it's not happening. I don't have that much to go. I know I can finish this section today, but I don't even know how many more sections left over here to do. I don't know. We got stuff to do here. Look, we got stuff. We still have stuff to do. We got like this much to go right here. This much. Anyhow, okay. Back to what we need to do here. I need to diamond paint, and I need to put some drills down. Let's get some drills down. Yeah, life has just, it's kind of, to be very honest, it's gotten to be a lot. Okay. I'm running events every month, trying to keep up, trying to get my painting done each month, because my goal has been to not create any more new WIPs this year. So far, I have been successful. This might be the first month that I end up having a WIP, and I don't know how I want to deal with it. I don't know what my plan is. I'm getting ready to start another event, a very laid back, very simple event. You'll have seen the information about that event, the Captured by Radiance event. I've been talking about it and talking about it. And I'm sorry the information didn't come out much sooner, but like I said, I have been feeling a bit overwhelmed. So I'm trying to diamond paint. I still like to crochet. I like to do my events. I'm crocheting for craft shows now. I went on a little weekend retreat. That was a lot of fun. It was relaxing. I thought I would get a lot more accomplished there. I did get a lot done. If I could show you guys, maybe I could pull this off the table at some point and show you everything I got done. But this one is upside down. Okay, so let me talk about the upside down drills real quick. I don't know what's going on, but I'll go with my multi-placer, and I go like this to pick up 4 because I'm only using a 4-placer, and one will flip upside down. They just keep flipping upside down. Why? Why are they flipping? I don't understand. So that's how I keep getting like one that's upside down. It's flipped upside down and gone into the pen upside down. And it's happening a lot. I don't know why. It's driving me bonkers. Bonkers. Okay. Anyhow, over the weekend, I did get stuff done. I crocheted every day. I diamond painted. I didn't do much else. I didn't go anywhere. I went into town one night for dinner. But the rest of the time I was just there working, doing stuff. But I don't know. Yeah. I just feel like I'm not really making progress like I should on anything. Maybe it's because I'm trying to do too many things. That's likely. Anyhow, all that to say, yes, I'm overwhelmed. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to get ahead, trying to get caught up. I got that test crochet too. That one is really probably the thing that's causing me the most grief. Just because there's so much to do. It's a blanket. It's not something quick and easy. It's a blanket. So there is a lot of crocheting to do for it. And I feel like it's just taking away from the other things I need to do, you know? It's going to be beautiful. I'm making progress. Let's say, I'm working on let's say, there's 9 sets of squares you make. And I'm on the 6th set. So I got 6, 7, 8, and 9 to go. All right. So I am more than halfway on the squares I need to make, but I'm nowhere near ready to put it together. I'm nowhere near. I'm trying to do at least 2 squares a day. Like when I get up in the morning, instead of working on my summer top or my other things, I've been just working on these squares. I got 2 done this morning. I got 2 done yesterday morning. Yeah, it's just, there's a lot going on. A lot going on. So, anyhow, let's go back to the Captured by Radiance event. You will have seen the video. It's very simple. Get a Captured by Radiance if you don't have one, and join along. That's really all there is. I have 3 gift cards from Captured by Radiance that they graciously donated. And we're just going to give one away after like the first 2 weeks. We're going to get everybody a painting, get everybody that wants to paint along with us, get them rolling, give them an opportunity to get their paintings, get it kitted up, get some progress, and post a picture. We're going to post pictures in my Facebook group. I'll give you 2 weeks, 2 full weeks to post your first picture, right? And then we'll draw a winner. That's how we're going to do this. We're going to draw a winner right after the first 2 weeks. And then in another week, we'll pick another winner. And then at the very end, everybody's names go into the hat, and we'll pick one winner for the larger one. I have 2 $25 gift certificates, and I have one $50 gift certificate. So that's the plan. Very simple, very easy, very laid back, not a lot of rules. Let's just do some Captured by Radiance. You know, I've wanted to work on a Captured by Radiance for a long, long, long time. And so I'm finally getting the opportunity to do that. This is kind of the way it's like pushing me to do it. I have to do it now. I have to do it, right? Because we're doing an event, okay? So I have to do it. Put a little pressure on myself. Like I just said, I probably don't need any more pressure, but, you know, yeah. Anyhow, that's the deal. That's the dealiosis. Okay, where's the 9? Right here? Yeah. Yeah. So I hope you can join. If you can't, you can't. You know, it maybe just a handful of people that are able to do the event with us, and you know that would be okay. Do what you need to do. Pick a painting that you can use for another event. You know, do that double dipping thing, and just have fun. Really, you know me, how I am. All of my events are just about having fun. Have fun. Have a good time. Not a lot of high pressure stakes here, not a lot of rules, not a lot of hoops to jump through to be able to participate. Just have fun. All right? Have fun. And the fact that it is gift cards, that makes the prizes so nice and easy. Anybody can get a gift card and go get something you would like. Okay? All right. I guess that's it for the events. Well, that event. Chuck along, we had our interview on Saturday night while I was at the retreat. Thankfully, they had great Wi-Fi there and everything. There was a couple times when it glitched, the volume or the sound glitched a little bit. Wasn't too bad, nothing froze up or anything like that. It's just we had a little glitchy sounds. But other than that, it went really well. I was downstairs. There's a little like a little booth, like a restaurant booth downstairs, kind of off by itself. And I just set up my computer there and sat there, and that's where I did my live. Everybody else was pretty much upstairs. A couple people came down, like to go to their room or something, but they could easily just walk right on past where I was sitting, and we never saw them because they just went right by us, you know. It was nice. It was fun. It's always great to have him on. If you did not see that live, please go watch it. I mean, he showed artwork that, I mean, we haven't seen, I haven't seen, and I kind of do regularly like stalk the sites that license his artwork besides diamond paintings. And there was work there that I hadn't seen anywhere yet. And it's just awesome to hear him talk about the paintings and his inspirations behind the paintings and the things, what they meant to him as he was, you know, creating the art. What did it mean to him? It's always, always awesome. So, yeah, if you haven't watched that or you didn't watch it on Saturday, go back and watch it on replay. It's awesome. And, you know, I always get this from people who've never seen him before. Just a second, I need a drink. I get I get two things commonly after somebody sees an interview with Chuck for the first time. Two common themes. One is that he's young. And I'm like, well, okay, young. I mean, he's not, I don't think he's young, okay? But, okay, they feel that he's young. And then people are always just really surprised at how soft-spoken and humble he is. And he is. That is him. That is his nature. He's a very faith-driven individual. His art and his talent, he attributes to that. He is definitely, you know, blessed. And people are always just kind of like, wow, he was so, you know, different, I guess, than what they thought he would be. They're kind of surprised by that. But he's just a soft-spoken, gentle, kind soul. And I love having the opportunities to chit chat with him. And I try to do that once a year. Seems lately, last couple of years, it happens to be the fall chuck along. Just kind of works out the best. So I'll probably try to plan on that again for next year. And like I said, if you were not able to watch the live, please go back and watch it. It's it's nice. It's just it's one of my favorite videos to do ever. Okay. We will be doing the giveaway, the prizes. I mean, today is the last day. As I'm recording this, it'll be too late for you to hear it, you know, by the time you watch this WIP and chat. But the day I'm recording is the last day for posts, for progress, for finishes, all of that. Today's the last day. So by the time you see this, it will have been closed. The event will be officially like done. It'll be over. It'll be over except for the prizes. So Maritza and I will get together. My guess is it will probably be this coming Saturday. Foreseeing any, you know, problems that arise or anything like that. Look, I could have done these fours. I'm going to this row right here. I'm going to go grab my fours and I'm going to get those right there so that I'm even Steven. Even little row here. So yeah, plan on that. Unless something comes up. Like Maritza was going to be in the live Saturday, but she had a cold and she wasn't feeling good. So she was in the chat. She just didn't want to be on the live. But we'll get it together. We got a lot of prizes to give away. Got paintings to give away. I've got a lot of stuff, okay? And we'll get right to it. I got prints. I've got all kinds of things. We'll get to it and we'll give the prizes away. All right. Anything else event-wise? I really don't think I have anything else to talk to you as far as events go. I think in November, I think I have a co-host for November. I think I have to check back and see, but kind of remember like Brenda, Mama B, I thought said that she wanted to help host November. Who did November with me last year? Let me go look at back. Maybe it was Maritza. Did Maritza do November? I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to do November because you know me. I love to do know-me things, and what better time to do it than in November or November? So somebody will host with me. Maybe more than one person. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And I do have K's. I'm like, wait, whoa, why do I have all these K's when I'm seeing A's? I look down and I'm seeing A and I'm like, wait, what? No, they're here. They're here. They're just over here. The A's were over here. Okay. Never mind. You know the drill. You know the drill. Okay. So, yeah, we'll do November. And then, of course, December, I'll be doing some Vlogmas. You know, Vlogmas. That's vlogging for Christmas. I'm going to have a lot of stuff to show for Vlogmas. Advent, yarn advents. Oh, not even just yarn advents. I'm getting some other stuff this year, you guys. And I'm going to try to vlog as much as possible and show you things going on and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Can you believe it, though? Can you really, truly believe it that it is October? It's October. We're in the last little bits of 2025. We got this October event, we got November, and we got Christmas, and we're out. Peace out. We're done. That's the end of the year. You know, that'll be it. Hard to believe, but that'll be it. Oh, somehow it seems like it has gone so fast. And yet there's other days when I'm like, things seem like they're going very slow. Time is a weird thing. I've said this many times. Time is just a weird thing. Sometimes it feels like it's going super fast, and sometimes, I don't know. It's just weird. That's all I had. It's just weird. But I hope you can join in for some of those events. Have a good time with us. I did get some new subscribers over the weekend. I think the retreat helped. I got new subscribers. And anytime I do the chuck along, I think since we run it through the Facebook group, and then people catch on to the fact that, oh, it's run by Mindy's Time and Moment, who has a YouTube channel as well. So now I always wonder, how do they hear about it if they don't watch my YouTube channel? But they find out somehow. I don't know how, but they find out. And it's often times people are in the group, in the Facebook group, and don't know anything about my YouTube. It's very interesting. What, pray tell, is this thing here? What do we have? Well, this is very interesting. We have us a clump. I don't know, it's a clump. Clump, but you turn it over, it reminds me of Legos. It's got 2 drills on the top of it. Okay. All right. Okay, well, that's it for events. Honest, that's it for events. Okay. Let me talk about the weekend a little bit. I did a vlog. If you watch, all of my videos, you've seen that. Where's the A? Where's the A? Where's the A? Where's the A? I know it's up here somewhere. I'm almost done with this painting. You think I'd be able to just reach out and grab a jar based on the symbol? Like, oh, I know where every single one of them is. But no, I don't. No. I still struggle sometimes looking around to try to find some of the symbols, anyhow, or the containers. So, yeah, this retreat was put on by 2 of the ladies from the Jackson Lansing meetup group, and they've they started out small, just had a small gathering with a few people, and then they kind of got a little more, a little larger group, larger space, a little more. The first one that I went to with them, it was just 8 people in a house. They found the location, they reserved it, they collected money, and, we all went and hung out. Well, now we have like some swag. We have door prizes. It was up to, I believe, 23 people. And it will never get bigger than that. This little retreat will not get bigger than that. This little retreat. I mean, that's not little. But this retreat will never get bigger than that because they're going to continue to go to the same place. So their number will always be the same there, right? But it's nice. It was very nice. It's in a little town in Michigan called Chesaning. It's one of those little Michigan towns. It's got an old little town and been around for years. It's small, it's quaint, and the retreat location was a church that had been transformed into this retreat space. It was within walking distance of the downtown area where they had stores and restaurants and things like that. So we were able to walk down there for dinner one night. And I mean, you could have walked down there every night if you wanted to. I walked down there with some friends one night for dinner. But it was great fun. I will say this. The one thing about retreats, and I just know this. I know this going in. I don't sleep well at retreats. It's just, there's a lot going on. I'm not home in my own bed. This one, the first night, there was just me and one other person in our room because the other 2 ladies didn't come on Thursday night. They came on Friday. So there was just 2 of us in the room. And you would have thought, okay, it would have been quiet, just 2 of us, except I was freezing. I was cold, super cold. So I can't sleep that way when I'm really cold. So I didn't sleep well. I was up the next morning at 7, which, I mean, that's not unusual for me. But I tried to just quietly get up and go upstairs and not bother anybody. And that morning there was nobody up. There was nobody. It was just me. And I went upstairs and I just found a nice little cushy chair to sit in. They had like a little living room area. And I just sat there and started to crochet. It wasn't long before a couple other people got up, but a lot of people stay up until who knows when. Well, I'll tell you about some other people in a minute here. But I was up. I was just up. And I was also awake in the middle of the night. I know I was awake at about 3 o'clock in the morning because I was up doing a coloring page on a coloring app. Roommate sound asleep. I'm just laying there trying to be quiet until I get sleepy, and I just color in a coloring page. Did the whole thing. Those take a little bit of time. I don't know how long I was awake, and then I'm up at 5. Go figure, right? So anyhow, the next night, it was hot. There's 4 of us in the room, and I was hot. It was like I felt like the Goldilocks effect here. Cold, hot, where's just right? You know what I mean? So I was also awake in the middle of the night that night. That night I did a little cross stitch app for a little while. I know I was not awake as long that night, but however, I think it was later in the evening when I woke up. And I'm like, I can't get up out of bed at this point. No. So I went back to sleep, but I was awake at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock in the morning. Here I am. Woo, wide awake. Okay. Well, let me quietly get out of this room. And I got dressed. Or did I get dressed first? I don't think I even got dressed first that day because I heard people upstairs. Like several people. And I was like, what in the world? There are people up. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. There are people up. So I headed upstairs, and there was like 4 of them. And they were like, hi. I'm like, are you guys up already? And they're like, no, we haven't gone to bed. One of them had gone to bed, but didn't sleep well and had just gotten up. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, we're getting ready to go to bed now. And I'm like, oh, okay then. Well, good night. I'm awake now. You guys have a nice nap. you know, they all went to bed. And then it's just me. Maybe that was the morning. It was just me. I did go back downstairs then and got my clothes and quietly got to a bathroom and, got dressed and stuff. And I think that was the morning. It was just me. The first morning, there might have been a couple people awake at 7, but not at 5. At 5, it was the 5 in the morning when it was just me, of course. Yeah. So I'm awake. Third night, the temperature in the room was great. Just great. Perfect. As a matter of fact, one of my roommates told me later that I had been snoring. I mean, I don't snore loud, but when I'm tired, when I'm really tired and I finally just really crash, I know I can snore. Plus, it is fall. I do have the fall allergy thing, but sleeping good and hard, plus the allergies, I know I can snore. Okay. A little bit. It's not bad. I know it's not bad. Anyhow. Yep. So that morning I was up at 6. Yeah. Last morning I was awake at 6. First morning was 7. Second morning was 5. The third morning was 6. What? Like, what? That morning there was me and one other person up. The last morning. Just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. For quite a while. I mean, it was her and I upstairs just quietly diamond painting for quite a while before anybody else got up. So, needless to say, I was tired. I was tired at the end of the weekend, and I was ready to go home and take a nap, right? So I get in my car, and I'm driving home. I got about an hour and 5 minutes to get home, and I'm driving, and I'm like, I'm feeling sleepy. I'm like, okay. I called a friend, thought, okay, let's just talk on the phone. That'll keep me alert. Anyhow, they couldn't talk. They were busy. They couldn't talk. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So I stopped once at a rest area. That kind of woke me up a little bit to get out of the car, walk around a little bit. Got back in. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can get home. Stay awake. I got home. And really, all I wanted to do when I got home was just take a nap. Dale was doing something. I don't know. He was busy doing something. I unloaded my car. I unloaded everything. I'm not one of those people who can just leave my stuff in my car. I wanted it unloaded. I wanted it in the house, so I didn't have to worry about it later. So I got my car unloaded, got everything inside, and then Dale appears. And he's like, hey, we did the whole, big hug, give me a kiss, hello, I see the dogs. I didn't see the cats because they were outside, but he's like, hey, come here, come for a walk with me. And he grabs my hand and we're going for a walk. And I'm like, okay, all right, we're going for a walk. And I knew where we were going. I mean, I instantly knew where we were going. We were going out to the flower garden to see what he'd been working on all weekend long. This new temporary type, not temporary, I can't say it's temporary. It's portable because it can come apart, but it's not temporary. It's not going anywhere. And I knew he'd been working on that over the weekend. He wanted to show me what he'd done. I knew that. Okay, hang on, drink time. So I'm just in a pair of flip-flops and stuff, and I go out there, walking out there, holding his hand, And we get out there, and he's showing me how he's got the base put together, because he screwed the metal framing down to some base wood, which I knew we already bought that before I left. We went to Menards and got lumber. And so I knew he was going to work on it while I was gone. So he's got it done. But not only did he screw the base to this lumber, this wood, he put hardware cloth underneath. Because the reason we're doing it is to keep critters out of my tulips. Because this year they were coming up out of the ground. They were they were just tearing up my tulips. They would dig them up when they were bulbs, and they would eat the fresh buds when they came up out of the ground, or the fresh plants, I should say, as they were coming up out of the ground. So this is all to, as I've been calling it, the tulip Fort Knox. We're Fort Knoxing the tulips. I'm going to make sure nothing can get in and eat my tulips, because I want to grow tulips. I want to be a flower person, Zinnias, nothing ever bothers the zinnias. The iris, nothing ever bothers the iris. The poor tulips, though, they get attacked. So we're trying to come up with a way to protect our tulips. Anyhow, he showed me what he had done. It's looking awesome. Okay, great. And the next thing you know, he's like, hand me one of those poles right there. I'm like, okay. So for the next 3 hours, remember, all I wanted to do was go take a nap. For the next 3 hours, we're out there putting the whole frame together. Okay, not what I had planned. But you know what? It got done. It got finished. Yeah. So after that, I'm like, okay, I'm going in now. Did I ever take a nap? No, of course not. Not at that point. I did not take a nap. Did we go for a walk even? I don't know. Maybe we went for a short walk. I don't even remember. But that was that. Done and over. And then relaxed for the rest of the night. Had dinner. I worked on my painting a little tiny bit. Went to bed a little early because I still had my book to read, for the book club. I'm still working on Iron Flame, my little section I needed to read. And I made it a little section for this week, knowing I was going to be at a retreat all weekend and I wouldn't have much time to read. I still had a hard time getting it finished. I did finish it. I finished it Monday night. I did. Monday night, for some reason, I was rested now and I was able to stay up later and I finished my little section. Yay! Oh my goodness. So anyhow, yesterday then, on Monday, we went back out there and we started measuring, because we're going to build raised beds. Another deterrent, just another layer of deterrent, So we had to measure and measure and measure for different lengths of wood and how we wanted to do everything. Got that all figured out, measured out, and then, I was done with that. Dale went today to get tacos and lumber and a car wash or truck wash. He got his truck washed. That was in that order. He got his truck washed. He went and bought the tacos. He's been going to the taco place and buying the tacos and then meeting his friend at some place in downtown Lansing because, he's still working. That's how they've been doing that. Then they sit together wherever they land, some parking lot somewhere, eat their tacos, talk about stuff, yada, yada. And then, friend goes back to work and Dale goes on to whatever he's doing. He had to go to Lowe's for something. He always has things to do, always places to go, So, yep, he's been gone for a while. I mean, he's home now. He's back out there getting ready to start installing things while I'm in here recording. And that's what I plan to do today. It's 80 degrees. Yesterday it was 80. Today I think it's going to be 80. You guys, it's crazy. It's the end of September and October. It should not be 80 degrees or 70 or mid 70s. That's not what the temperature should be here right now. It should be 60, maybe low 70, but 60. It's crazy. The weather is crazy. So anyhow, he's going to do that for a little while. I'm going to record this WIP and chat. And I don't know what after this. I'll have to edit and upload this. I'll probably end up walking out to the flower garden, check on his progress, see how it's going. There's not a lot I can do at this point. I did help him carry 2 boards yesterday. He had this stuff. Oh my gosh. He had it like Legoed onto his trailer. It was, he had the most interesting configuration with all this lumber to get it home. It worked, but it was crazy. There's 2 18-foot long pieces of wood. And it's treated wood. So, to keep it from rotting because it's going to be outside. Heavier than snot. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And it's weird because even though they were the same length, same width, one was much heavier than the other. And Dale's like, well, it's because of the stuff they put on it that they treat it with. And one is wetter than the other one. I'm like, well, that makes sense because it is definitely heavier. The first one, I thought, oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know if I can carry this. I did though. I did. And luckily I didn't have very far to go. However, it's through the grassy area back there, uneven, I'm like, oh my gosh, as long as I don't step in a hole, twist an ankle or something and fall, that board land on me, I could see that happening. But I helped him with the first 2 boards. I think he left the others on the trailer. He didn't even unload them from the trailer until he needs them because they were just going to, get in the way of where he needs to be out there cutting and whatever. So they're still on the trailer, but he said he could handle those on his own. I mean, he loaded them all on the trailer by himself. I didn't go with him when he did that. And he didn't get any help. They don't really help you load your stuff unless you do like some pre-order or something. I don't know how that works, but he's a strong guy. He can do it. But after I'm done chit-chatting here, I will go out there and see how he's been doing. He hasn't been out there that long. My guess is he's probably going to be fastening the poles down to the wood still. He bought some fasteners to attach the framing poles down to the wood to make it nice and stable. So he's probably still doing that. He probably hasn't even started anything with the lumber yet. That's my guess. That's fine. I guess tomorrow he's going to leave. He's going to be at his friend's house at 5 in the morning because they decided they are going to the casino, and not the one that's near us either. They're going to the one in Detroit. They have been talking about this for months. And it seems like always something would come up and somebody would be like, I can't go. No, not this time. We'll have to do it next month, And Dale's just like, you people just let me know, He's like, I'm doing nothing. I don't care. I can go whenever. You just let me know when you're actually ready to go. So I guess so far, tomorrow is the day. So he'll be over at his friend's house at 5 in the morning. I'm like, that's not the best time of the day for me to be recording stuff. I'm not going to be up at 5 in the morning. I mean, I was over the weekend, but I don't plan on doing it again anytime soon. I don't plan on doing it again anytime soon. So I'll probably be in bed sleeping for the most of the time that they're gone to Detroit. I mean, it'll take them an hour to get there. Okay, so they get there by 6. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably be awake and just start doing stuff and they'll be home. You watch. Anyhow, That's how life goes. Been trying to get out and walk. You know, the weather is so nice. It's perfect for being outside. So we did go for a walk last night. I had like almost 10,000 steps yesterday. And I'm like, where did I go? I didn't go anywhere. I stayed in the house. Now, I did go up and down the stairs like 10 times, you know, taking care of stuff, getting stuff, you know, all that stuff. Out to the flower garden a couple times, went to the mailbox once. I didn't realize I had that many steps though. Crazy. Crazy. But anyhow, I got to keep doing that. I've got to keep active. Got to keep active. After the weekend, oh my Lord, I came home. I was like, I am not even going to get on the scale on Monday. I'm not going to do it because I know it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And I'm going to be mad. I mean, I sat most of the weekend. I didn't really do much. I wasn't active. And on, let's see, on Saturday, ordered pizza. A couple of us wanted pizza, so we ordered pizza. So Saturday lunch was pizza. Saturday dinner was pizza. Sunday, no, that's not right. Sunday morning, I didn't have pizza. No, I had pizza Sunday for lunch before I left. It was 3 meals in a row. Pizza, pizza, pizza. I love pizza. Pizza doesn't always love me. It lets me know, hey, that was too much pizza. So I knew I didn't want to get on the scale. I didn't. I still didn't want to get on the scale today, and I got on the scale today, and I'm still mad about it. So I gotta eat better now. Not having pizza for 3 meals in a row, and I'm trying to get out there and get active. Gotta get those walks in. Gotta get those walks in. So anyhow, that was my weekend. That's what I've been up to. I haven't really. Did I talk to you much about the wedding? The wedding was really nice. Had a good time at the wedding. It was beautiful. They did a great job of planning their wedding. They're in Hawaii now. They left on Saturday to go to Hawaii for their honeymoon. I've seen like just a couple pictures so far, but that's fine because, you know, the point is to go and enjoy yourself, not to worry about posting pictures for people. So, yeah. Other than that, I don't know. My crazy life that overwhelms me from time to time. That's, you know, what I got going on. Someday I'll get to my pile of paintings downstairs that I want to sell and get a video done for that. But right now, it's like diamond paint, try to keep up, try to keep my events going, crochet for craft shows, do craft shows. That's my life. And, you know, it can be a bit much sometimes. It won't be like this forever. I think the last craft show, I have 4 craft shows between now and the end of the year. 4. Yep. 1 this weekend, 1 in 2 weeks after that, and then 1 in November and 1 in December. I'm not trying to put a lot of pressure on myself. You know, it is what it is. My stock is what I have. I'm making a few things, but I'm not going to freak out about it. I'm not going to stress about it. Make a few things here and there. Probably after these 2 shows in October, then I'll really kind of focus more on some Christmas stuff. And I already have some Christmas stuff. I have some Christmas trees. I'll get out all the beanies. I have quite a few beanies. So it'll be the winter scene, you know? Winter scene will be on. I'll be done with ghosts and pumpkins and that kind of stuff. So, and then after that, then I'm just going to be in the throes of winter. You'll hear me, you watch. You'll hear me in January start complaining about how bored I am. You watch. Because, you know, what do you have to do in January? I don't know. Not much. No craft shows, that's for sure. Not going to have to worry about that. Maybe I'll finish Josh's blanket. I keep saying that. I started that thing like, I don't even know how long ago. And get to some of the other, sorry, the other projects that I have been neglecting. As soon as that test crochet is done, I'm just going to breathe a huge sigh of relief. I'll be like, oh, it's done. Ah, it's done. I mean, I've still got the mystery crochet along to do through Expression Fiber Arts. I have my top. I mean, so many other things to do, but I just don't have time to do it. Don't have time to do them. January and February will be a nice reprieve. That's what I'm going to call it. A nice reprieve. I mean, I'll still have diamond painting stuff going on, but crochet-wise will be a respite period. I'm going to have some respite. I'll be able to do the things I want to do. I mean, I want to do the other things too, but things that aren't for market, things that are just for me. Just for me. Okay? I kind of miss doing the things that are just for me. So, all right, folks. I guess that's about it. I'm going to let you go. Look, we made some good progress here. I love this line blocking stuff. I need to go back and get that 9 right there. Do you see it? I missed one of the 9s right there. But we're cruising along on these X's. I love doing this, guys. They're so much quicker. You make a lot of progress quick like. I mean, the confetti stuff is fun too, but you just don't feel like you make much progress. This is just, I feel like I get caught up a little this way when I'm doing the big sections. Yeah. Okay, that's it, folks. I'm going to let you go. And I hope to see you in the Capture by Radiance event. And if not, we'll catch you in the November event. And if not, come back for DP Christmas Elves. I mean, you know, come do something with us. Come do an event with us. We have fun here. And it's always just fun and very low pressure, very low, very easy to join, all that stuff. Okay, I'm done. And I will talk to all of you later. Have a good week. And maybe I'll see you in my live on Saturday. All right? Okay. Bye, everybody.